Welcome back to Crypto Learning Community. Today's going to be an update video where we're going to follow up to all my old signals I've been giving. They were very large time frame signals, so we have a couple of them playing out, and I just want to show some of those. Here's one of those videos. This one was on some altcoins about a month ago, talking about XTZ and pointing out things like on the monthly time frame are bullish divergence, right? So on this video right here, 59 cents, and you can see my target's really high up, but today we are at 86 cents, and we had a nice pump to $1.20. As I've said in these videos too, these pumps will be very quick, right? The grinds down are slow, but the pumps are quick. This is evident across pretty much all alts. It's the same thing. So yeah, so we had all this time to buy down here and great signals. And then, I mean, in 1 month's time, double your money. That's, if you just focus and be patient on these big trades, you can you go really far. To double your money is that's a good day. That's a good day. So just even a nice spot trade on this would have been extremely chill and just one of many of our huge winners. Let's go look at C on monthly. So yeah, green dots now trying to print on the monthly time frame. Last time we had the green dot printing was just about, the high was already in though. So definitely not the time to be buying. I haven't really looked at the local TA on XTZ. But yeah, man, nice push. So here we are on Ethereum. This is another asset that I was giving some signals on and that we were watching for. In this video here, about a month ago, I guess on the 11th of June, I was talking about taking a short to the bottom of the range that played out nicely. In the video, I was talking about how we can look lower for longs, for like some nice juicy longs, right? Scalp short and then go long. And those setups were right here. Let's see, on a lower fractal. Oh, here we go, 3-day. That's better. In which we were targeting these levels. Our first one being that 0.5 level, which is confluence with this high here. You know, this being an order block. With this nice gap. So there's some confluence for that level. And if we look at Ethereum here, came down, mitigating the 0.5 of this range, also tapping that level as well. Just actually, maybe not. Front ran it just barely, but still, it was a beautiful long. So I hope everyone was able to catch that. If we were to look for longs again, if we come down to this area, just follow the market structure, because things are definitely bullish now. Something else I wanted to point out, I thought I recorded it, maybe I forgot to mention it or something, I don't know, maybe I didn't upload it, but I have this doodle here where I was talking about coiling. I have it in one previous video where one of the possible scenarios, yeah, here we are, it's about the same area where we're in mid coil in here, and I was talking about how we either break down here because we had some market structure flip, or this could, I mentioned in the video, it looked like it was beginning to form a coil, and that was the beginning stages of a coil where we were somewhere in right here. And I've been watching coils for a long time, so I was able to spot it quite quickly. But essentially, we were doing the coiling I was talking about. Exactly. We started off with nice big, and then I was talking about how we'll kind of, towards the tipping point, have a more dramatic coiling effect. And there's already an arrow there, and then it's gonna dump down. So it's cool to see that play out, exactly. I mean, look, none of this price action was even there when I drew this doodle. So it's cool to see the price action literally just fill in the doodle. I mean, here, there, now it's perfect, right? So yeah, this is it. This is altcoin season starting. We're getting a lot of these signals I've been talking about. It's not too late. Just wait for pullbacks. I guess I'll talk about this real quick. Bitcoin, right? So let's go to the daily. And this is mostly my speculations now, where we're going to take the data between Bitcoin, altcoins, and Bitcoin dominance. So we have Bitcoin has had a nice run up. Altcoins have had been grinding down during this session, where Bitcoin was coming up. Now we're coming to a point where Bitcoin's starting to come down. Alts are starting to come up. Just the H bar, for instance. Another one to talk about. Bitcoin dominance, coming down. So this can play out. I think it's going to be very important what happens this week, right? This could be, we either recover from here or we break down. Okay. Monday's going to be, next week, Monday's going to be very important. I mean, the whole week, but we'll have to start watching Monday. It's my belief that we're going to have Bitcoin dominance go up, and Bitcoin can potentially go up as well, and altcoins are going to bleed, or everything falls. Bitcoin and altcoins are both going to fall. Meanwhile, Bitcoin dominance can go up or down, it doesn't matter. The main move will be after that, wherever Bitcoin's at. I think it's going to fall even more, and then you'll have your alts taking the spotlight. That might sound confusing, I'm sorry, but I don't know how to explain it any other way. Let's get these out of here. I went ahead and pulled up my other Bitcoin chart. I've made videos on this chart as well, but essentially why I'm bearish on Bitcoin is because on these higher fractals, we have an inverse of what we're seeing on our altcoins, right? And this all comes down to these really high time frames: the monthly time frame, the weekly time frame. I've talked on this a lot. I mean, shoot, who are we just looking at? XTZ? XTZ, monthly time frame, right? Bullish divergence. That's an altcoin, bullish. So altcoins are going to be pumping for months. Meanwhile, you have Bitcoin over here doing its classic monthly time frame bearish divergence. I wonder if I have money flow on maybe one of these charts. Yeah. So if you go to index, I mean, it looks like major capitulation, right? Just look at that money flow. Actually, as of late, flatlining like this is bullish. I was gonna say that. So that does look good. I will say that. But you do have your momentum wave classic divergences where we usually get nice pullbacks, right? So we have this one here, gives a pullback, classic 55%, another divergence here. What is that? 52%. A divergence from here to here. 33% from here to here gave us 32%, and it gives us every single pullback is this divergence. We do have room, right? So like, look how close these momentum waves are. Look how far apart these are. So we do have room for upside, but it doesn't have to play out that way. Okay, for instance, look at the gap on this momentum waves, but it gave us a divergence. Meanwhile, price action made a higher high, which gives us divergence, but it's not like, wasn't a huge push. 6%. I mean, not compared to the moves it was having, right? It's not strength, relative strength. Or the strength doesn't look strong when you look relatively. So keep that in mind. I mean, look at this long wick. 1 week to close. We could get a nice pullback. 96k area. Same thing on the weekly time frame. Bearish divergence, money flow coming out, momentum wave curving. I mean, look, we had one. We had bear div right here. Money flow coming out, give us a nice pullback. What was that? 12%. Come down another 10-12%. Be a nice area. I think I have that better marked out on here. Yeah, our levels. And if you want some Bitcoin levels that I'm watching, these are the juicy ones. I have a leftover area here. I like that it kind of front ran it, so that's why I'm sticking my stop loss as far back there. But those are those trades. If you wanted to do it something like this, I do have it. I do have a preset trade like that. So, those are the levels. If you want to check those out, I'm not going to talk about those. But that's pretty much why I think you know, altcoins will continue to pump. Any type of pullback we get will be great buying opportunities. You know, if you want a DCA, I think that'd be great as well. Not too late. Just make sure you're picking a good project and coming down to these higher fractals, right? Because if I'm saying things are bullish on a monthly time frame, that's a whole month, and you'll need to understand how to just incorporate that into your strategies. You know, manage your risk accordingly. So I hope this has helped. I hope you know, I hope y'all have caught some of these wonderful trades we've been looking at. There's many more. I mean, my list looks like this, right? So File has a nice pullback, buying opportunity potentially. ENJ, same story. AVAX, and keep in mind a lot of these have those monthly time frames. Bull divs, if not a bull div, green dot, or looking to print a green dot. You know, trying to get this to, there we go. Go check out my videos. I talk about these projects, right? So if you want breakdowns on these, go check that out. I'm not going to cover that here. Well, I hope you all manage y'all's risk accordingly. God bless and stay safe.